Hello, hello. Where's my sign? There it is. Hello, hello. Welcome. It is Saturday. That means it's craft hour with Ava. Welcome. I am so glad you're here. I hope that you have had a good day so far. And it's only going to get better from here. That's my hope. I have been up since 5. I've been working my butt off on computer stuff and end of month stuff. Trying to get that done a little bit early because the weeks to come are going to be full and a little chaotic. So I'm trying to get much of that done as possible because it's time consuming and stresses me out if I'm running behind. So, which is what's going to happen if I wait till I normally do it. So, making an effort. I hope that you have some plans today. It is a beautiful day here. I guess I ought to make sure I have some ones. Yes, I do. Thank you. It is a beautiful day here. And I sat out on the swing for an hour and a half drinking coffee this morning. I didn't drink coffee that whole time, but I enjoyed sitting out there. And I had butter toffee coffee this morning. I was thinking about making me some more, but I didn't do it yet. I may do it. Take a little break during this live and go make me a Keurig cup. But it's been a good day so far. I'm working on my shawl. And I don't know if you remember this or not, but I made this for Folklife Festival last year when we played music. It's a vest. So I may wear that for a minute here. And the way I made it, I didn't use a pattern. I just did it from my head. I put a tie here that I just slipped through here like this. And then I just tie it. I thought now later I can add some buttons if that's what I want to do. But so far, this has been all I've needed. Just tying it, and I've worn it places. I wore it the other day to the hospital. Hey, my chair about rolled away because it's full of a dog. Can you scoot over a little bit? Thank you. Get my chair back over here. Get my chair back over here. Make room for me in front of this dog. Move my chair back a little bit. That might be the problem. That way he has some extra room back there. Okay, got myself securely planted in my seat. That's important, right? So when I wore it, I had a high collar shirt, long sleeve shirt on. It looked really good. Messed up my shirt right here. Okay. It's opposites when I'm looking in the screen as to where things actually are on myself. I'm trying to get my shirt untangled here a little bit. Oh well, I give up. But there it is. Got my sweater on. And let's go ahead and say hello. I see Hawkins Family Adventures. Good morning. Thank you for being here. And there's my ones. There's Carla. Hello and welcome. Thank you all for being here. So now, I'm not sponsored by this book or this pattern maker, but for some of my upcoming projects, you know, I love hats and things like that. And I'm going to be making, instead of hats, I'm going to be making head wraps. And I thought this one was cute. So there's that one there. There's this one. Now I have to be real careful not to show. They're not all in here though. How can I do this? I can't show the pattern because that'll actually get me in trouble. Will this cover the pattern page? It will. Okay. So there's the picture. I like that one a lot. And cover that side. And then here's this one. Sorry, I got something in my eye, y'all. Okay. Maybe that'll take care of it. Might not. Now, I really like this one. And if you look at it closely, you'll see it has, see that crocheted flower right there? Yeah, I like it. They don't stand out as much when they're the same color as the headband. So I might make, make the flower a different color or a different shade of gray. Like this one is still purple, but it has an accent color there. And it has purple and pink in the center. So it makes it kind of stand out a little bit there. I haven't worn headbands in a long time. Now here's one with the bow tie on it. Little curl, bow to curl. Curly tails. And here's one with the rose. That's the one that was on the cover. It's called Perfect Rose. And I really like those colors. But see how it's just a different shade of pink than the headband is? And that made it stand out a little better. And it had green leaves too. That's good. Well, let's see here. Now, I like this one. This one's a different stitch. It still has the flower. But see how the flower is still gray, but it's a different kind of gray. It's a variegated gray, so it's gray and white, and it stands out on the gray headband. So just in case anybody's wondering, the purpose of the flower here, that's my piece there. It's covering up the pattern because this is a book you purchased. So there it is again, and this time it's the same blue, but it's outlined in white, and it just makes it stand out a little better. Now this one's really cute. This one's really cute. I like that stitch for the headband too. Those pastel colors. Now I like the colors on this one a lot. It's got the different shades of blues and then green and a white center. And that's what's in this book. And I think I'm going to make at least one, maybe two of them, unless I just like fall in love with it and I want some other colors as well to match my outfits, then I can do that. Let's see here. Oh, I got it on wrong side out. No, I don't. Okay. It's just not laying down right. Because I'm cattywampy. And I put it on sitting down. And a lot of stuff you got to be standing up so it hangs right at the bottom. And then you sit down. I didn't do it that way though. So that's one of my future things to do. I have another idea I'm going to do. And it'll be creating my own pattern in a graph and then trying it to see what it looks like. Picking the colors will be the hardest thing. But we'll see if I can make it work. We will see. Let's see here. Hey, there's Possum Stops. Hello, thanks for being here. Sandra says, that's pretty. I'd wear one of the wraps. Pink band with a red rose. Oh, that would be pretty too, wouldn't it? That would be pretty. Let's see. Let's check out. Let's do what? Typing. I don't know what my comment is a typo because I was trying to get to my other screen. It didn't cooperate. It did not cooperate. So, I'm wanting to know what your weather's like. That's what I'm trying to get to over here on this other screen. All right. Well, it said possible showers or thunderstorms last night, and we did not get any. At least they didn't wake me up. And nothing was wet this morning when I went outside. Let's see. Right now it's 81 degrees. It is humid. I did just turn the air conditioner on because I was getting hot. And our outlook is wonderful. It's in the 80s during the day. It's in the 60s, mid 60s at night. Now that is perfect weather. Doug and I are so happy because it's perfect weather for sitting outside for coffee. It's the perfect weather for sitting outside, relaxing before you go to bed. Doug has another cup of coffee. I don't usually drink coffee right before bed, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I just sit and relax, and that's what I did last night. And we sat out there for an hour and a half before we knew it. The neighbors came over and we were talking, and it was nice. It was very relaxing. So what's your weather like? That's what we want to know. Let's see here. Let's get these off the screen. That one and this one. And get back over here. We have one more thing to talk about, and then we'll get our crochet on. Oh yeah, what's coming up? What's going on? We want to know. Well, what's going on here? We're going to have a lot of appointments coming up. It's going to be a little chaotic. I'm looking at my schedule. I had revamped it, and now I need to revamp it again because I got to make it all work together and work. And I stressed about it a little bit, but I'll just do the best I can. That's all anybody really can do is just do the best they can. So I'm trying to relax about it and not stress about it. It's going to be okay. It's like I say all the time. We can do hard things when we have to, and we'll get through. And we're going to get through this. I know it. So it's going to be all right. But what's going on? What's coming up? Monday, I'll explain a little more in detail about what's going on. But, okay, so this Wednesday, which is the 26th, next week, will be our challenge day here on this channel. And the challenge is foods from the garden, flowers from the garden, things you've made from your garden, bouquets you've made, food you've made, salads you've made, whatever. Even if you bought it at the farmer's market or the grocery store, we're talking fruits and vegetables and flowers, things that you can harvest. I don't care where they came from. Show us a recipe that's your favorite. Show us something you've made. And that I know what I'm going to be doing. I don't have any vegetable gardening stuff I can show that's mine, but I can show you what somebody else grew and gave me and what we bought at the grocery store. And I'm excited about both of them. So that'll be what I feature, and maybe I'll feature some flowers. I don't know. But, and I'm not making anything with it. I'm just cutting it up and eating it, just like it is. Unless refrigerating it counts as some work. I don't know. It kind of does. You got to get it out of the fridge, right? Oh my goodness. There's Lily T. Hello, and thank you for being here. You can show my Afghan again if you want. I certainly will. I will. There's Topi at Jolly Matilda. Hello. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Let's see. I forget what I was getting ready to do. I guess I'm ready to get some work done. Just got back from grocery shopping. Doug's going to grab some groceries, something for supper while he's on the way home from work today. And then I'm cooking. And then we're going to sit down and do some menu planning and make a grocery list. And because we're going to be so busy with all the things coming up in the next couple of weeks that we are going to have to be like extra organized to make it all happen and get everything done to the best of our ability. That's our goal. Get everything done to the best of our ability. And if that means there's some things that don't get done, then we did the best we could, and that's what I'm going to focus on, so I don't stress a whole lot. Never mind, just went blank. I'm tired, y'all, and stressed. So my mind's like, I'm out of here. Lists are great. Great to work off of. Lists are great to work off of. Yes, absolutely. And I've got some cleaning I've got to get. So we tore the whole house apart and we had the dumpster. Right? I mean, we didn't tear the house down, but on the inside, we got everything out of every corner and closet and went through it all. Well, guess what? Now we got to put it all back together and put stuff where it's going to be, and not decluttering so much as just putting it all up, because right now there's a pile over here, there's a pile over there, the couch has a pile on it. So yeah, kitchen has some piles. Piles everywhere. We got to get the piles put away, and if I need to get rid of some more stuff to make that happen, then I will. But I'll deal with that as I go. But everything to have a place is the goal. That is the goal. And it's the goal to be done within 2 weeks. So, yeah. We'll see. That's a self-imposed deadline. But if it isn't done, it will kind of interfere with some other things. So I'm going to try to get it done. My problem is with my lupus, my fibromyalgia, my chronic pain. On a day I'm doing good, like today, today's a good day, I will do so much that it puts me down for 2 days, and then I can't do anything during that time. And then my time is running out while I'm down. So I'm trying to have good time management, and I don't mean to get it all done. I mean, remind myself that I can only do this much, not this much. I can only do this much at a time. Stop. Do that much more again tomorrow. And it won't take too many days. I mean, if I do a little bit at a time, it's going to end up done in that pretty much a 2-week period. If I can manage myself and my time and my energy, that's going to be a huge goal. Right? Chronic pain is not for sissies. It is not for sissies. And it's a huge job. And yeah, huge job. But it'll get done. I have my H-size crochet hook here. Right there, you can't see. There, you can see it. My H 5mm hook. Sometimes it's called an H hook. Sometimes it's called a number 8. But it is always a 5mm hook. All right. Got my project basket here. Bag. It's not a basket. So I'm this far on my new shawl. And this one out. Because I'll need it in a minute. Where's the end? There it is. And that is connected to this. So I will need that. The rest of it can sit down here. Right over there where I can reach it. That's all going to be good. All right. Get my hook. Figure out where I'm going to start. Let's check this. Okay, we're good. Wow, that went by fast. Holy cow. All right. Is anybody here working on a project right now? Are you crocheting, painting, woodworking, knitting, working with diamond painting? Are you working on anything right now? And if not, are you going to be working on anything in the future? I'm really wanting to do some wood burning, y'all. I'm in a wood burning group on Facebook, and I'm looking at all their stuff, and I'm just like, I want to do it. But, piles here, piles over there, piles over there, piles over there, and in there, and in there. I have nowhere to set up to do that. Or diamond painting. Or pretty much anything else. Or painting. So that's all going to have to wait till we get the house put together and we get through the month of September. That's my focus right now, is get through the month of September, then breathe, and then do some projects. By then, it'll be fall time. It feels like fall right now. The leaves are falling. I was out videoing in the woods today, and they're not turning colors yet, but they are releasing and falling. I was surprised how many of the leaves are falling. I love filming in the fall when the trees are all gorgeous. Can't wait. Can't wait. Okay, Lily's Afghan. Why does that say have a message when I don't? Don't appreciate it much. Don't see a message. There it goes again. You have one message. Not that I see. All right, here we go. Oh, I already downloaded it to my phone. So I actually need to go over here. Collections, here. Here. All right. So Lily T is having a grandbaby, and there is the baby blanket that she's crocheting, and it looks fantastic. Fantastic. I love it. And I really like those colors. Beautiful. There's a closer close-up of it. It looks beautiful. Good job, Lily. All right, I'm going to set that over there. Something fell earlier, and I'm just trying not to think about that. I'll pick that up when I'm done. All the animals are contained at the moment, so nobody's going to run off with anything. Knock on wood. That's the hope anyways, that nobody runs off with any. Yeah, see, there's a pile over there, pile of notebooks. Let's see. All right, here we go. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. I'll turn my music on here in just a minute. Get this part going. This is my neck pillow, if you wonder what. It's my neck pillow. So if you take a nap or you're uncomfortable, just lean back in the chair and you take a little nap. I never snap it because it makes it feel real tight. Y'all use neck pillows? I love neck pillows. I used to never use one, and now I even want it to sleep at night when I'm at nighttime. Okay, let's get some music on. I'm actually hot with this sweater vest on. Woo. Let's see here. I asked y'all what you were working on. Now let's take a minute. I just showed it just a minute ago. And Toby says it's beautiful. She's crocheting a cat blanket. Awesome. Lily says, I'm just sitting here right now, but I'll work on my Afghan later. Sandra is working on an Afghan. Toby says, me too. Fall is a beautiful season. I love the fall season. Phones are stupid sometimes. I know it, right? Mine's been making calls on its own. It pulls up my game on its own. It pulls up like Netflix on its own. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm not going to watch you right now. I got one game on my phone that it's been texting me. Are you busy? We miss you. Your friends want to know if you're ready to play. I'm about to delete it because I don't like that. I mean, are you busy? And I'm like, oh, who's that? It's my game. Not once have I gone to play the game because of a message it sent me. Very strange. Isn't that a beautiful baby blanket? Absolutely love it. Lily says the Afghan in the background my mom made. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Char of Heart, hello. Thanks for being here. What's going on? I hold my crochet hook all wrong. I have no idea what stitch I'm crocheting. It's the same stitch I use over and over again. Well, you know what? That's how we all make every project we make. The same stitch over and over again. That's how I'm making this one. This is a corner to corner stitch, and I'm just doing the same stitch over and over again. So you're in good company. I don't know, but I think I'm going to delete the game. A little freaky. All right, I'm going to put on some music and crochet a little while. Okay, I'm in the wrong window for music, so let me get over there. Okay, I'll tell y'all something. I haven't told anybody this yet. It has been impressed upon me to get a Clavinova piano. Now, I don't need a brand new, super expensive one. I'm looking at used ones that are cheaper. Cheap. Cheap, preferably. Cheaper has to be. And, I mean, not as in I hadn't planned to just go out and get one next week. I plan to be saving up money, but to pray about it. And that's how I do most purchases that I make that are $50 or more. Sometimes even those $50 ones. I pray about it first. And it's not, oh, give me one. It's help me find the one that's meant for me. Help me find the one that's in my price range. Help me find one that's cheap but in really good condition that I won't regret having spent my money on. Right? Because there's nothing worse than getting what you can afford to get and then it's not going to work for you. So for instance, for a used electric piano, all the keys have to work. It has to have good sound. The pedals have to work. It has to be substantial enough for me to teach on. And, things like that. I want it to have headphones. That's a must. There's certain sounds I want it to have that are a must. And I've been just praying about it and pray it into existence, right? You can speak something into existence. So when the universe is aware that you're looking for something that you need, it usually happens. It usually happens either by you've told somebody who knows somebody, and maybe they know somebody who knows somebody. Who knows? But that kind of thing. This is what I'm talking about. And we were going to go look at one, and we had to spend some money. So I no longer had enough money to get it if I wanted it. And so I told Doug, I said, if I go look at it and it would have worked and I can't get it, then I'm going to be upset and sad. So let's just not go. So I talked to the guy in Messenger, because it's on Marketplace. I talked to the guy and told him that, I no longer, we had an unexpected medical expense and I no longer have the funds that he's asking for it. So I figured we wouldn't waste his time by coming to look at it. I was expecting the reply to be, okay, thank you for letting me know. But instead he said, you're still welcome to come look at it. And I'm like, what does that? I almost said no thanks. But I'm like, well, what does that mean? What does that mean? And so we're going to go look at it and find out what that means, because that could mean several things. Not that he's going to give it to me, but maybe he'll ask me how much money I do have. or he says, put this much down and then catch me on the rest, like a layaway. Or who knows? I could get there and it isn't what was presented, which happens a lot on Marketplace, per my experience, that things aren't exactly the way they're presented and described. So it could be that kind of situation too. And even if that is what it is, it would give me peace of mind and not have any regret and wondering, what if I had gone and looked at it? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So I'm going to talk to Doug and see if he wants to go ahead and go look at it. Not knowing what, you're still welcome to come and look at it and see if it's right for you. That's what he said. And see if it's right for you. So, I don't know. But, yeah. So we may go look at that. We may not. But now I want to, just to see what did that mean? Right? What did that mean? So for instance, if they play piano, I want to hear them play it, and then I want to play it. I want to push every single key. I want a demonstration of all the settings and that all the settings work and all that jazz. So we'll see. I even showed my son, Tom. I showed him and I'm like, what does this mean? That is not what I expected his reply to be. What does this mean? Tom's like, I think it means you better go look at it. So, I don't know. It's not an emergency that we have one right now, but it would enable me to be able to play for Mom, turn the volume down so I'm not bothering the neighbors. It would enable me to be able to practice with my headphones on and not bother anybody else. Because right now, if I played the regular piano, you hear it in every room of the house and outside, and the neighbors hear it. So, I don't know. Let's see. Here I am talking a bunch again. Let's see here. Well, hello there. Hello. Hooked by Blair. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Matilda says I have to, Toby says I have to have weighted keys. Yes, that's the first thing on the list. It has to be weighted keys. Oh, I love that, Lily. Yes, please. She's going to send us a picture when it's finished. We are doing good. We're doing good. I hope that you are too. There's Carla. Hello. Let's see here. Scrolling. Right, you've had some experiences like we've had then. There was a time we'd be real excited. We'd hop in the car and we'd go. Now we look at it, we're not excited until we see it. If it's something that's worth the drive, even if it isn't what you're looking for, but it's close enough that, it's still not a wasted day to have gone to see what it is. It's kind of like you got to show me first. That's kind of what it sounded like, didn't it? Or he's going to do some kind of work it out kind of thing, even if it's do a couple of payments or something. I don't know. And then I don't know if it's an individual or if it's someone who sells them, right? Because I've answered a marketplace person's profile before, but the address they give you turns out to be a store. I've had that. And that's okay. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But you just, you don't know if you don't always know unless you actually ask. Are you an individual selling this, or do you have a store? Or is this referring me to someone who has it? What's going on? But it's close. It is in Illinois, but it's only about a 20-minute drive. Well, I don't have the address yet, but we can get to downtown Quincy in 20 minutes. And depending on where it is, maybe 25, 30, if it's not right there. But so that's not a bad drive. But yeah, it was not the response I expected at all. Topi says, I would go look at it. I would like to. But we'll see what Doug says when he gets off work, because the time available to go see it is the time he's doing something else usually. And I'll have to see if he can wait and do that after we go to look at this. So I don't know. Don't know. But if it's meant to be, it will be. If it's not this one, there'll be another one. And but it looked like it would work really, really well. Even used, that as long as everything's working order, that because I don't want to have to fix a key. I don't want to have to fix or replace a pedal. I don't want to have to do electronic work on it, because I can't do electronic work. Even if it is a simple fix, I can't do it. Well, I don't know how to do it. So, yeah. All right, switching to the other camp. I hope so too. I really do. If we go, I'm going to have the cash I have available in my purse. And I'm not going to try to talk them down. If they say, how much money do you have? I'll tell them how much money I have, because it was a good deal at the price it was, really. I wouldn't have even haggled. I wasn't planning to haggle. Oh no, COVID is hitting everyone in my country right now. When it was going around, I had it twice. And it hit me hard both times. Really bad. Worse the first time. And it was a long recovery, because the fatigue, the after effects with the fatigue and the aches that take a while to go away, and the weakness, wow. Let's see. So you're in the US. Yeah. I think everyone in this chat right now is in the US. I could be mistaken. I don't know everyone who's watching. I just know who's in the chat. All right. Buenos dias to you too. there's Kaylee. Hello. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. All right. Back to doing some crochet. So I'll let you know Monday morning how it went. And if we go look at it, I'll have my money that I have available and we'll be in the truck. They usually take 2 people to load, even though they're an electric piano, they're heavy. And we'll just be prepared. Whatever happens, happens. And if it's not that one, then that's fine. There'll be another one. Or I might get a newer one. So I found some, I've been looking online and I can get some newer ones. I don't know that they were as good as what I was going to go look at, but I kind of feel like I need it now. Yeah, that'll make more sense on Monday. Okay. Absolutely. And if I get it, then I'm going to get rid of this piano. And I have someone I have to offer it to first, see if they want it back. And then I'll see if any of my students want to buy it. And I know which student I will ask first. And I would sell that to him for $10. Because I'd want him to buy it. And if he has to do some chores to make some money, that's okay. Make some money. And if he doesn't want it or the parents don't have room for it, I mean, bingo, that's what it boils down to, right? Whoever has to have room for it, then I might donate it somewhere. We have a local music academy here. They might need another piano in their studio rooms or practice rooms or something like that. But I don't know. I'm not setting any of that in gold because other things have to happen first. It has to align like dominoes. You're right. That's what I'm thinking. He'll appreciate it more if he buys it. He'll be invested, right? You need to buy one too. Well, these electric ones, if you get the weighted keys, and it doesn't have to be a clavinova, it can be an electric piano. There's all kinds. Oh my gosh. And now every third scroll down now is piano advertisement. Look, a piano advertisement. Look, piano advertisement. On my phone, on this computer. Oh my gosh, right? That's what I say about it. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Get some more of these squares done. Now my hands are sweaty. I'm getting hot. Tell you, wearing something crocheted is just like wearing a blanket with this kind of a stitch. You can make the kind of stitch that works for summer. Neither one of these are it. There we go. I used to make jackets with that Tunisian stitch, and I haven't done one of those in a long time, and I might try it. But when you make one of those, you don't make it for yourself because it's cheaper than buying something, because by the time you're done, you might have $80, $90 of yarn in those things. But they're awesome, and nobody else has one like it. And I love them. About 25 years ago, I had one that I made and I wore all the time. I made one for my mom. She still has hers. And you were never cold if you had that on. You were never cold. Because like I said, it's just like wearing a blanket, which is nice and cozy. Very nice and cozy. Oh, am I making a knot? Nope, it was just wound around. Okay. Yay! I don't enjoy knots unless I'm meant to make one. And I don't mean to make them very often, but sometimes. All right, let's see here. Right? Yeah. Aw, Kaylee says, I wish I knew how to play piano or any instrument for that matter. Hey, it's never too late to learn an instrument. Never too late. Never. Well, I don't play them all, but I play quite a few. It just takes practice. Not very many people can just sit down and play automatically. Although there are some gifted people out there who can. But most of us can't do it that way. We have to learn some things and practice them for a while, and then learn some new things and practice for a while. And as long as you practice, it'll happen. It'll happen. 2, 3, 4. All right. There we go. To the green. That's my favorite color is green, you know. Most of y'all know that. All right, I gotta unwind some. I'm still working with the unwinding part because I had made a pretty big swatch just to see what it was going to look like. But this is all I have left to unwind is this part right here. And then I'll be able to just pull it like normal. That'll be nice. That'll be nice. Very, very nice. Now I gotta lay it so it's not gonna get tangled up. I gotta pull it this way and then I gotta pull it that way. So I'm pulling from the top of the pile, not the bottom of the pile. All right, I hear people mowing their lawns. It's a beautiful day. Although I think it's going to be humid again this afternoon. I almost came in to get a jacket this morning while I was sitting out there having my coffee. Yeah. All right. See how the colors just a little subtle difference in this row and this row. This is like an olive green here, and now we're getting more of a green blue. Not really a turquoise, but not really green either. A blue green. This is my first day in 3 days to not have a migraine. I'm still kind of pale. My eyes are still like, you can tell I've not been feeling good. When I went out to have coffee on the swing, both Tom and Doug just kind of froze. Tom goes, oh. He gets bad migraines too, so he knew. Doug's like, how you doing? No, how you feeling? I said, slow, very slow. I even was losing my balance with this migraine and just like fall over like a tree. I didn't fall, but I swayed pretty good. Just a couple times, but I mean, once is more than enough. So I've been very careful what I'm doing. Which mainly was a lot of napping. A lot of napping. Big time naps. Okay. Almost to the end of my row. They're short rows right now because it's pretty little at the moment. Pretty little. Pretty little. Alright. Already time to unwind some more there. I can't believe all my animals are quiet at the moment. I can't say their names because that'll perk them right up. Oh, I never turned on any music, did I? You having fun listening to me breathe while I crochet? All right. There we go. Let's pull some more of that. Wasn't a whole lot, but it was pretty good. Let's see. Where were we? In my chat. There we go. You're welcome. You can do it. Oh, Toby's bed resting. David said I need to take it easy. You know, technically, according to my doctors, I'm supposed to have at least 1 day of complete bed rest, 24 hours, if not 48 in a row. Stay in bed. I can crochet, watch movies, I can do whatever, but don't cook, stay in bed, rest, because that's when your body heals. And how many of us actually stay down when we need to? Not this person. So good for you. Good for you. You do it. Oh, we're doing great with our thumbs ups. Yay! Kaylee says, very humid here. Could practically drown in my living room. Yeah, the humidity here is really bad. As you can tell by my frizzy hair, man, my hair has been more frizzy this last week than it's been in a year. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for the prayers. Thank you. Nightbot says, remember, you're amazing. Don't ever forget it. Thank you. There's Carla again. Kaylee says, I get migraines. Awful. Right now dealing with my first toothache since I was a kid. Wisdom tooth. Appointment September 1st. Trying to get in sooner. Okay. Someone who has dealt with tooth pain right here. If you can stand it. Clove oil. If you don't have some clove oil, go get you some clove oil because it will numb it for a while. And what I was taught to do is to just put it on my finger and rub it on there. But if you forget and rub your eye, then it's going to burn your eye. So I would suggest a Q-tip and rub it on there. And just get that Q-tip saturated and just hold it on it after you've rubbed it on and then rub it a little more. Both sides. Both sides. If your whole side of your mouth is hurting from it, then do the whole inside on your gums. It's going to do a few things. Your body's going to react to it. You're going to drool. It's just going to go. So I just hold a washcloth right here till it's done. I mean, it's not like going to foam at the mouth or anything, but you are going to drool. So I just hold a washcloth there. And that helped me till I got into the dentist. And if you have not tried that yet, I would recommend it, because someone recommended that to me and it worked. I had been in bed with ice and I couldn't teach because I just wanted to rip everybody's heads off because it hurt. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't make me move. And it helped. It helped a lot. Yes, sometimes you need a lot of napping. Yes, we all hope you feel better soon, because that is a horrible pain. That is a horrible pain. Treating it with Excedrin, migraine, and Anbesol. Slightly better than nothing. I do too. Lily says, I hate migraines and tension headaches. Yes. Sandra says, the only time I actually stayed on bed rest was when I went into early labor with both pregnancies. Sandra says, I get migraines too. Yes, clove oil. And put it on a Q-tip. Put it right, rub it there. And if it's already hurting, it's going to hurt to rub it on. But do it anyway. And then saturate it again and just hold it. Wherever the problem is, hold it on there. And put it all over the tooth where it's hurting. And it helped me. Oh, you have no idea how much I've drooled. Clove oil is my go-to. Absolutely. And I'd never heard of that before. And I bought my clove oil, my first clove oil, thinking, yeah, this is really going to work. But whatever, I'm in a lot of pain. And it worked. You have to reapply it. It wears off. Just have that washcloth or a Kleenex there, because you're going to have to sit like this for a minute or two, and then it's done. And wash your hands immediately. You don't want to get that stuff in your eyes. I'm an eye rubber, or like this. Done. Wash your hands. Take it from me. It burns your eyeballs. Thanks for the drool warning. That's okay, as long as it eases the pain. I did not know that. Copenhagen works for toothaches. Did not know that. Yeah. Yep, she says yes. I'd not heard that. And as a dewormer for pets. Now, I had heard tobacco will deworm. Yes. You're welcome. You're welcome. I had no idea. And I even had to go play with the band one night and hold that fiddle there. I thought I was going to die. And then we all went out to eat. After I couldn't eat. And I asked the waitress, I told her that I was in pain, and could she get me from the kitchen, have them get her a baggie of some kind to put some ice in. And they're like, we don't even know what you mean. Like, so they put some ice in a paper towel, which, thank you. I got the ice, but I'm sure they had baggies in a kitchen. But that was a different time, and I'm over it now. I'm still a little, you can tell. Give me some ice, people. I'm an eye rubber too. Thanks for that warning. If I do wind up wiping my eyes, at least the eye pain will make me forget about the tooth pain for a while. You get that in your eye, you go rinse your eye. You rinse it. All right. Yeah, I don't have any trouble with these front teeth. It's my side teeth. If one is hurting, it's one of those every single time. Man, that affects, I mean, you can't even, when you got a toothache, you can't even move. You can't move your little toe. You can't move around in bed and get comfortable. Moving anything hurts. Combing your hair. I know that pain. Snap everybody's heads off when they say, "Are you feeling any better?" Or maybe I was the only one who had that kind of an experience. I don't know. Could be. But yeah, tooth pain's no joke. At all. Couldn't even read because I had a headache from the pain. Yeah. Something else. But if I use that clove oil, I can rest. I can take a little nap and rest. And because it can hurt so bad you can't even rest. All you do is hurt and throb. Throb and hurt. All right, I finished that row right there. So that's going to be pretty. Going to be pretty because I like the colors. Let's see. Definitely don't rub your eyes. I'm allergic to cats, and if I touch my eyes after touching a cat without washing my hands, my eyes itch and turn red. Yes. Well, I'm an eye rubber, so anytime I handle anything that's going to burn my eyes, if I get it in my eye, I wash my hands really good. It is. It's one of the worst things ever. Hey, there's Tom Sims Music. Hello. That's our son, Tom, right there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, in the past, friends have asked how I feel when I have a migraine, and that's what I say. My hair hurts. I know exactly what you mean. Oh, I'm so sorry. But he's saying hellos. All right. I want to start a new row. One, two, three. All right, let's see here. You know what I like to run in my diffusers is peppermint. There's I was having really bad asthma one year, and one of my student parents said, "You need to try some oils." And I'm like, "I've never used oils before." And she's like, "Well, put it in your diffuser." I'm like, "I don't have one." She said, "Oh, okay." The next week they showed up. Here she came. She set a diffuser down. She plugged it in. She said, "Now go get me this much water." She poured it in. She got oils out of her purse and did the drops in the diffuser. And it was, if I remember correctly, it was lavender, peppermint, orange. There was one other. I don't remember what it was, but there were 4 different oils. And she put that in there, and that peppermint just opened me right up and opened me up here. And that was my first experience with essential oils and with a diffuser. So I was like, she took good care of me. And then she left the oils here. She said they were extras. Use it all. Use it up. So I did. And then we had a litter of kittens. The mama got spayed right after that. She was pregnant when she came in. But and I noticed the kittens, when their eyes opened, they'd all be sitting there going blinky blinky like this. I'm like, what in the world is wrong with this little kitten? And then I noticed them all sitting there going, it was the peppermint. So I had to quit using my diffusers for like 3 or 4 weeks so the poor babies could see. It hadn't bothered my eyes. It hadn't bothered the adult cat's eyes or my dog's eyes. But those kittens, they were just like, you're like, hi, sweet baby. And they're like, it was funny, but not funny, but funny. Yeah. So I didn't even run a diffuser again until they found homes because I felt bad. Oh my gosh, I have eucalyptus that I've been putting in my diffuser, and it is wonderful. Clears your sinuses, and it smells good. But I kind of watched the animals, and it didn't seem to bother any of them. Nobody was all blinky or coughing or anything like that. So I declared it a win. I went out and I went out and filmed the woods this morning. And if I thought to do it earlier, there would have been a lot more bird singing because I sat out there on the swing and just listened to the birds singing. And then I thought, oh, I should have filmed that. So there'll be another morning. I'll be sitting out there having coffee and I'll film early enough to catch the symphony that happens in the mornings in the woods. But there were lots of butterflies flying around. I don't just look at the woods and see butterflies flying, but while I was filming, you could see the butterflies kind of flitting through every so often. It's like mainly they were the smaller yellow ones, not the big butterflies. The other day, there was a big, like, swallowtail, black one with the blue on the tails, in the driveway. And he'd been there for a couple of hours. And so I'm like, well, I went out to the car to go somewhere. And I thought, nah, that butterfly's going to get hot on that pavement. So I put my hand down. It got on my hand. I carried it over to one of my potted plants. And I put it there. It didn't like where I put it, so it flew away. I'm like, well, okay. So you were just there because you wanted to. But he had a damaged wing, so I thought, well, maybe it can't fly. So I thought I was being nice. The butterfly thought, no, I don't want to sit here. This plant stinks. Or whatever. You ever wonder why butterflies stink? That's what I thought this one thought. I'm out of here. Find my own plant. Oh boy. I have to turn the other air conditioner on. I don't think that one's going to cut it. And turn the fan on. If the ceiling fan, turn that on. That'll help. Before we put the when I say we, I mean Doug. But before we put the air conditioners in the windows this year, nobody had complained about it being warm and needing the air conditioners. But I would sit here and sweat just enough that when I'm doing book work or working in my binder, in my logs and things, When I'd raise my arm, it would raise the paper, and the paper would peel off, and I ripped out like 3 pages out of my notebook that I needed to keep in there. So I told Doug, please put the air conditioners in today. And he's like, and I'm like, yes, we do need them in because my arms keep ripping pages out of my workbooks and my logbooks. So he put them in. That was quite a while ago, but I thought that was funny. That's never been the reason I needed the air on before. That was a first. All right, I'm almost to the end of that row again. Almost to the end of the row. Getting closer, getting closer, getting closer. Wrapped around too many times. Whoa, now that's not right. Okay, there we go. Well, there it is. Okay, y'all. Send me prayers today. Send me well wishes today that I don't overdo it all in one day and then I'm down for the next 2-3 days. If I do a certain amount of work every day, I'll accomplish what I'm needing to get done. And that'll be a good thing. What'd I do? This is why I watch as I go. See, up, straight, because I didn't count that right. So, that's the advantage of checking things out as you go. And I do it at least at the end of the row. I was almost to the end of the row, so I wouldn't have had to tear out too much there. Okay, now, whoops. That stitch popped right back off of there. Now it should be good. It's easy to misstitch if you're not watching. And a lot of times I watch TV or streaming and crochet at the same time. So that's why I check every single row. Then I don't have to cry about what I'm ripping out. This is only a little bit. Or it's just one big row. But that's better than 10 rows or 5 rows. I've had to rip out more than that before I caught a mistake. And I don't rip it out and correct every mistake. But if it's something that's going to bother me every time I look at it, then I fix it. All right. To the end of this row we go. Right here. All right. 2 more clusters. All right, I'm going to finish this cluster and then I'll come back to the chat. There we go. 1 more cluster. I'm done with this row. So that's 2 more rows finished. Oh, thank you. I know exactly what that is. He brought a package in. All right, here we go. There we go. That's a package Doug will be taking to his brother, which is, I'll tell you about it. It's a purple light, like a black light. And when you shine it on your tomato plants, it makes the tomato worms show up so you can pick them off. Isn't that cool? I look and look and look, and sometimes I miss some because they just blend in so much. They blend right in. And that light makes them shine like a black light, where it makes things like neon bright and you can see them. And that'll be neat. But that's for him. We didn't have one for us, but we probably will next gardening season because that sounded like a great idea. See here. Was the last oil eucalyptus? Yes, and I have some eucalyptus oil right now. And it doesn't take much. And when you're using oils in a, now I'm not sponsored by any oils. I don't sell them or anything. I just like them. They work. My recommendation is that if you are using a diffuser and you're not used to haven't tried an oil that you have in your hand yet, start small and then work up to the number of drops that feels right for you. That's not too much, but it's enough, but it's not too much. Yes, eucalyptus oil. Yay for a clear head. Essential oils. Yes. We just invested. We'll say that word because it's not cheap in the beginning. But once you've got the diffusers and you've got your oils, they last a long time. But it is a bit of an investment. We just ordered some diffusers and some new oils, but they're going to last quite a while. So, and when we need more oil, it will not cost as much because we're not buying diffusers. We're just replacing oils. The oils were like $10 a bottle, and they're 4-ounce bottles, I believe. You can get less than that, but that's what I got because I wasn't sure how much it would take to run these diffusers. I've always wished I knew what my pets were thinking out of interest and in case they were sick or in pain. Yes, right? I wish when you can tell they don't feel good, I wish they were able to tell us. I really do. All right, you have a great nap and get lots of rest. Lots of rest. Oh, nice. You get to go this time. Nice. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate the love and the prayers. Kaylee says, I always think to myself, don't overdo it. Isn't this bad enough? Don't need to make it any worse. Right. But when I'm feeling good, I want to get all caught up on everything that I haven't been able to do. And that's my problem. I end up doing too much. Thank you very much. Love those colors. So this color here, I didn't tell everybody that. This is Sutherland Stripe, is what it's called. And then my accent color is Blue Wave, is what this is called. Blue Wave. Kaylee says, yes, I used to hunt tomato worms like that. Works like a charm. 15 for a black light flashlight. Yeah, that's exactly how much it was, and that's where I got it. Well, I'm glad to hear it works because he's going to try it and see. Someone suggested it to him. Oh, that is awesome, Sandra. 30 years. Well, happy almost anniversary. Oh, yeah, still doing the GoFundMe for my sister. So Lily's apartment, Lily T, her apartment got flooded. And they lost almost everything. Almost everything. Horrible, devastating, The apartment above them flooded, and it was left to flood for so long that it came through the ceiling and into Lily's apartment. Some of the ceiling came down. Everything is just awful. So keep her in your prayers, and I'll post the link to that GoFundMe right here. And you're welcome to share it out and other places, but here it is right here. I know every little bit helps. It doesn't have to be a lot of money. Every little bit adds up, right? So, oh, the black light. I tried to highlight. I'm on the wrong side of things. So there's the GoFundMe link right there. Kaylee says black light flashlight also makes urine fluoresce if you're looking for where your pets may have had accidents. That's good to know too. That's good to know. Well, his brother's going to love that flashlight then, huh? For the tomato worms. That's cool. That is cool. Well, you guys, I went over. I'm sitting here being a talking maniac. But that's because I enjoy spending time with y'all. I love y'all. And appreciate you. Kaylee said, I had house flooding too, twice, many years ago. All right. Well, thank you all so much for being here. Always, it's time to walk on the treadmill. Always remember that you are amazing. And no matter what you're going through, if you're struggling, you are never alone. And if you're having great days right now, yay. And but if you're struggling, I just want you to remember that you're never alone, and that no matter what's going on around you, or what the world is trying to tell you, or anything like that you are amazing just the way you are. So keep being you, because the world is a better place because you're here. It truly is. And YouTube is my happy place. It's Doug's happy place. And most of that is because of y'all. And your conversations in the chats, your comments on our videos, seeing you at other people's lives in the live chats, and just getting to visit and get to know one another and making friends. We had no idea when we started a YouTube channel that we were going to make friends. It hadn't even been in the forefront of our mind at all. So we were very surprised and very grateful. So always know that you're loved, because no matter what, we love you. We see you. We appreciate you. And don't let the world get you down. Never give in. Never give up. Just keep being you. Keep being you. Love y'all. Have a great afternoon.